Hello and welcome back. Today we've got another £500 worth of £2 coins we're going to hunt through looking for commemoratives, ones with more than face value, ideally though, the ones we still need to finish the book. We've got all 4 Commonwealth Games £2 coins, the rarest 4 £2 coins in circulation. We are just missing Olympic Games Beijing handover. We've got all the other commemoratives up to and including the Great Fire of London, with a space for the 2021 Britannia if it ever goes into circulation, but your guess is as good as mine on that one. But if we do get this last commemorative, not that page, this page, before the 2021 Britannia, obviously we'll be starting a new book, so that could be happening any time now. So without further ado, let's get into this bag and see what we find. Okay then, into the bag. So that is technologies. We don't particularly want technologies. There are some lower minted years naturally, but just not low enough that I think they're worth keeping. Anything else like this is a good start. Shakespeare's Histories, one of 3 Shakespeare £2 coins that you can find. This is the more common of the 3. I check all the age inscriptions on them. The hollow crown, because some 2016 coins seem to have had erroneous age inscriptions put on them. And there's our second one, another Shakespeare's Histories. Again, says the hollow crown as it should. Ooh, put it on top. And they're just 2 technologies. So, excuse my itchy nose. It's better to itch my nose now than when my hands get all dirty and filthy, because coins are some of the dirtiest things you can touch, or probably the dirtiest things that we touch on a regular basis. You can see, not so much with the £2 coins, but especially with the 50p's, 10p's, and when I get around to doing the pennies, it is unbelievable how dirty my hands get in such a small window handling them. But some people do ask me, why don't I wear gloves? Ooh. Active Union there, another very common coin. Well, not another very common coin, that is our first common coin. Lots of people say, why don't I wear gloves whilst I'm doing that? Some of my other coin tubing friends don protective gloves whilst they're hunting through the coins. I mean, the first thing I do after I finish recording, ooh, there we go, Shakespeare's Tragedies. Piece of work is a man, so that has no age inscription error. It's still a lovely coin to find. But yeah, first thing I do once I've finished recording the video is go and scrub my hands thoroughly to make sure I get everything off of them. VE Day Anniversary there, that's another common one. We have got counters tracking some of the common coins, some of the uncommon coins as well, to see what we get. This being Jodie Clark's 5th portrait means it will be something. Oh, it says Shakespeare Tragedies again. Work is a man. Correct inscription unfortunately on that one. That's the 2 Shakespeare's tied, 2 apiece. It's bizarre how far ahead, at least as far as I have edited, that the Shakespeare Tragedies is compared to the History. Sorry, I thought there was a miscoloured one. It might just been the way I saw it caught in the light. But there we go. So the big news. Harry Potter. The Hogwarts Express is out. I quite like the design. It was out of the 3 pictures that we got as a sort of a glimpse of what the designs were based off of. That was the one I was more excited for. I like coins that have a sense of action and motion. I think to be able to capture that in a design takes some skill. Like the Olympic canoeing one is one that jumps to mind, or well, there's a few Olympic ones where you can feel the movements, or the ocean, or whatever it is featuring in the coin. And yeah, some of the design is missing from what we originally saw, which I think takes away a bit of the dynamism away from the design. VE Day Anniversary again. But overall, I think it's a really cool coin. I do like it a lot. And mine has arrived, and I was very happy with it. But no, other than that, we're pretty much done for the year now. A couple of oddities we may see before the end of the year. There's the abolition of the slave trade. It's got a textured finish on the inner part of the metal. Do check them though, because there is a variant with a smooth finish, and the initials DG for David Gentleman to the bottom right of the 7. But one of those NIFC versions would be a very, very cool find. Very unlikely, but If you don't look, you won't find, right? But no, so yeah, the following 2 Harry Potter designs will be coming out in the new year. Don't know how quick off the mark the Harry Potter coins will come out, but they will finish off the 4 coin set. Whether we will then wait to see any rumblings or news of any further Harry Potter coins in the future, I think it's a no-brainer. It's got to happen. Given that we've only had one of the 3 main protagonists from Harry Potter on the coins, and I would likely tip a Hagrid one should the series be continued because of the passing of Robbie Coltrane, who played the character in the films. I think there's heightened interest in that one. There's lots of different fan favourite characters and themes and things that I'm sure someone with a much more of an aptitude for Harry Potter would be able to make the case much better than I could. I've seen all the films twice, and I read the books up till the first big one, which I forget which one it is now. I didn't make it all the way through it, and I didn't read any further ones from that, but I've got a vague understanding, and obviously with Harry Potter coins being dropping things, with Harry Potter coins being coming out, I've got a little bit more knowledge than I usually would have, having looked into it and whatever. That's Trinity House. It's another fairly common coin. In fact, if you look on it, it's quite common. You can see it on this one here and there, little bits of cud metal on the coin. That's where the die is damaged that strikes the design onto the, well, then blank, then it's only a coin after it's been struck naturally. What's going on here? What is going on here? This might be a damaged coin. It sounded a bit odd. When we rotate it like this, the queen is slightly off at an angle. The queen should be facing that way. So, is it damaged? Because we can tell if it's been manipulated, because the initials for Brian Russian, Bruce Russian, Mr. Russian should be there, whereas this one is there. So this is the case where the inner part of the coin has been somehow manipulated, twisted, turned around. In fact, there's a bit of a wobble to it, if you can see. There we go, it's more apparent there. There's a definite wobble to this. Not wobbly enough that I think I could push it out, but we had that Lord Kitchener earlier in the year, which I was able to force the middle part out. It's definitely loose, just not, as I said, loose enough that I have the strength quite to remove it, but that's quite neat. I'm going to keep that as an oddity. I've got a little box of intriguing things that have I gone through these? I don't know if I have now. Yeah. So yeah, my oddities box, it's got some errors in it, some actual real errors, some borderline errors, and then anything I think is interesting. So weird damage. Oh, there we go, Charles Dickens. Very cool, but very common. So yeah, any coins with interesting damage just look a little bit different. Sometimes if they've toned an interesting colour, or they've gone a weird colour that looks quite interesting, they go into my oddities box, which I did a video on earlier in the year, just rifling through everything that's in there. And with the 5th anniversary of Christopher Collect approaching early in the new year, February 18th is it, I think? What's that? Just see a funny mark on this one. Manipulate it to the front. Weird ring on it. But yeah, that's not interesting enough to make it into my oddities box. Sometimes it's a very subjective thing what goes into my little box of curios. But no, like I said, a lot of that stuff would just be junk to other people. Like if I found a coin that's got a sticker on it, someone stuck a sticker on it for, I don't know, promoting their business, or they've had a sticker and they've just absentmindedly or thought nothing of it and stuck it onto a coin. I'm a bit of a sucker for keeping coins with stickers on them, for no reason other than, like I said, interesting curiosities in my collection. I wouldn't pay for them naturally, more than the face value, the cost of that I get these bags from my banks. But yeah, not everything that's interesting has to hold a value, I guess. Similar to like some of the circulating coins, like Florence Nightingale, arguably one of my favourite circulating designs. It's only a face value coin. I just really like that design of it. It's similar to, sometimes something can happen to a coin to make it a little bit intriguing, even if it doesn't add any value to it. VE anniversary again. Oh, we're on a bit of a try streak, aren't we? Also worth mentioning, you can see this is a different portrait from the Queen. It's not Arnold Mason, it's the one after him, Raphael Maclouf's third portrait of the Queen. It's the only year that it appeared on the £2 coin, 97, because from 1998 the design was changed to Ian Rank Broadley's fourth portrait of the Queen, and the year before it, 1996, the bimetallic £2 coin was not a thing. There were some single metal £2 coins, but 97 obviously just had the 25th anniversary of the bimetallic £2 coin, so yeah, nothing else there. Whoa, okay, we came in hot out the gates with a couple of Shakespeares, but we are on the penultimate bag, which we'll do as an edge hunt. I've just remembered that that's a thing. Okay, if it says Shoulders of Giants, standing on the shoulders of giants is an Isaac Newton quote that's on the Technologies design, which I think we've just got a bunch of here, so a bit of a edge hunt bust. That's just damage. Looks like it might have been a fake. I went high alert with my fakes because I've had a few hunts where I found a few handfuls of fake coins, but that'll be a topic to discuss in a future video, because this is the last bag of the hunt. Now, as ever, there are links down in the description to my coin collecting Discord server if you'd like to come and join that. There's also links to my Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, the new PO Box address you can write into, and of course the Britannia Coin Company, how I work for, making videos for them, so please do check that out. I'm going to check the coins off to the side for any rotations, inscription errors, double die versus the same with the commemoratives too. So we're a bit lacking in the number of finds we've had in today's video, but we have got this. It's 2010, so I think many of you will already know what this is going to be. How close can we get? How close can we get? How close can we get? That's pretty close, isn't it? Right, rotate it. Look at the lettering, especially around the left-hand side. The Elizabeth, the initials of Ian Rank Broadley, who designed this portrait of the Queen. It is another double die obverse, which we found a fair few of recently, which is a real star find, I would say. Well, nothing new for the book. We're still hunting that one last coin. Star finds, I would pick one of those three. But as ever, let me know in the comments what's your favourite coin from today's video, and all it leaves me to do is thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for more coins. Bye.